truth number two says small acts tell a large story. And what I got thinking about, and I think what you'd mentioned in the book, was the Bran Muffin story and your partnership with Robin.
Yeah, I do believe that and it's been kind of, researched to death that we make validations and opinions about people in really the first minute of meeting them. Very little of it is verbal. A lot of it is just, visual cues and actions and a stance, the way somebody is standing. I was looking for a business partner when I wanted to start the Kaplan Taylor Group. I have a creative background. I'm a writer, and I had met many people, and nothing really seemed to gel for me. People were either too controlling or felt like they were too bossy or too diminutive, and I felt like it wasn't going to really be a partnership. And, when Robin, a mutual business associate, had said, you should meet Robin Koval, I walked into this little muffin place, which is around the corner from where I lived and where our business started in my brownstone. And I walk in and I see a bran muffin that has been surgically sliced exactly in two pieces. One is on a plate where I would be sitting, and one is on hers. And she got up and she said, "Hi, I'm Robin Koval. The bran muffins here were really huge, so I took the liberty of splitting one. We can share it, or if you don't like bran muffin, I can just save it for later." And I tell people, it was business partner love at first bite, because what did I learn about Robin? I learned that she was proactive. I learned that she was, thinking ahead, thinking of all the possibilities. I learned that there was a compassionate side to her because she was thinking about, sharing her muffin. And I also learned that she was very frugal because the muffins were expensive. And it's a humorous example, but, we tell people starting a business is not a piece of cake, but sometimes it can be half a muffin. You really can learn a lot just by paying attention to very small details. We talk about somebody in the book who worked with the FBI, and they were trying to catch somebody who was armed. And it was a group of about 200 people on a hot July day. And he raised his megaphone and said, "We're just doing a little questioning here, nothing to be alarmed about." And he immediately caught the guy. And when they asked him how, you know you know things intuitively before you know them intellectually, he said, "Well, when I looked at the crowd, when I raised my megaphone up and they could see I was, in a law enforcement, attire," he said, "one person looked away out of those 200 people. The natural thing is to look at somebody with a megaphone, especially if it's law enforcement." He said, "The second thing I noticed is that he's one of the only people who had long sleeves and a big shirt hanging over," and he said, and it was like 95 degrees.
Wow.
And he could see sweat on the brow. I mean, there were these little details that gave it away, and he said, if you're not really paying attention, these are the small details that really tell you so much. I mean, he also said, when you pat down somebody because you think they might have a weapon, the first thing you do is you pat over their chest. And he said, it's not just that somebody thinks you might be carrying a weapon there. He said, the ultimate sign of whether somebody is lying to you or somebody is guilty is their heart, is their racing heart. So, ostensibly I'm looking for, a gun. What I'm really doing is checking their pulse.
Wow. That's quite a story. Again, small things matter. This is the power of small, really.